Dr. Masanga, it's a pleasure having you back on the ABS and News Talk, sir.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
And thank you very much, all of you watching me across the continent of Africa, in southern Cameroon. Thank you very much in Biya. All those women, men, children suffering under the yoke of Biya. Watching me, you have a friend here standing for you. You have a friend who will pursue to the last iota, as long as I live, to make sure that you get your justice. The people of southern Cameroon, the people of southern Cameroon must know I'm not from southern Cameroon. I took up this struggle 9 years ago.
Right.
My television picked up the injustices that were in southern Cameroon. And I started beaming them voluntarily, pro bono, to make sure that the world understands why southern Cameroon is being butchered. People in southern Cameroon are killed by Biya without anybody looking at what is going on there. Therefore, I'm very happy. As my opening remarks, those are my points, and I'm ready for your any questions you want to put forward, and I'm ready to tackle anyone who claims to have had any other appeal that triggered the current investigations. I'm here now. I'm not a broadcaster. Someone called me a broadcaster in your place when he was the one I was interviewing on my television.
We will get there, Doc. Hold on there. Hold on there. We are going to get there. We're going to get there. Hold on there.
Dr. Anu, you know, I am not a civilian. I'm a military man by background. I fought to remove the Idi Amin. That's why I look like this.
All right, hold on there. Let's start from.
I don't take less brains.
Let's start from your organization, the Pan-African Movement, that you have filed this suit against Biya under. Tell us a little bit about this Pan-African organization that you have out there, please.
Thank you very much. Pan-African Forum Limited is my organization. We put it forward as a company, is a legal company, an entity, a Pan-African organization that deals with Pan-Africanism. I saw the need about 14 years ago to put up this organization across Africa to make sure that I preach Pan-Africanism. Because for us in Uganda, my president preaches Pan-Africanism. I saw that this was going to be handy, and there would be people who would be relying on NGOs. My organization is not an NGO. It's a company. It's a legal, political, legal bypass organization that deals with international law.
Okay.
Anything in international law. I have been in this since 2000. Since 1998, the formation of ICC, I have bundles and bundles of files that I can show you. So anyone claiming to know ICC better than Dr. Matanga, there is a lawyer amongst you, a southern Cameroonian, by name Charles.
Where is he?
Charles Taku. He's my lawyer.
Okay. Yes.
He's my lawyer. He's the one when he told me the story. When we met in Arusha, when he was on the International Criminal Tribunal of Rwanda,
yes.
This gentleman, a great friend of mine, inspired me for this. He has been my lawyer. He can tell you more about me. I don't any nonsense. I first of all did not like this ICC at all. because, as you have said in your opening remarks, it was selective. It selected only Africans, but left Tony Blair, left George Bush. These people killed more people than the Africans that you are bringing, that you want to harass. They killed more people. They should have gone to the trial and faced the trial in the Hague. But that is another subject for the other day.
Absolutely.
From 2005, Pan-African Forum, myself, I was the first person, sub-Saharan Africa, to oppose ICC. Why? It came in as a selective justice system, corrupt, looking for leaders, looking for those who can pay them in order to indict. That's why you see Paul Biya has survived, because the two prosecutors, namely Ocampo and Besuda. I want to clarify this so that I go to the main subject. I want the people listening to this to understand why Mr. Saku's application stayed there 2020 when Besuda, the Gambian woman, sat on it and went to Yaoundé, got paid. She did not put up anything. And they were applying this application from seated in Washington, D.C.
If you don't mind, yes, hold on there. I want us to take this in a very gradual approach. We will get to what you are talking about now. But before we get there, I'd like you to I'd like to ask some basic questions. When did you file your ICC lawsuit against Paul Biya? How recent ago?
My application was on 20th of November, live in The Hague. Live, not sitting, collecting money from people, then sitting in Washington. Then you say you are filed. No. Dr. Matanga has no limit with visa. I don't need visa to go anywhere. If you want me to come to your place now, I can come. I went. I know the chief prosecutor of International Criminal Court personally. We worked together on the Kenyan cases that released. This is the man who stood for William Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta, and Said Gaddafi, Paul Babugo, Pierre Bemba, Omar Bashir. This is me. It's the only one who was opposed and stood by and saying the chief prosecutor, the woman and the man from Argentina and the Gambia are corrupt. They did not investigate. So I filed my case on 20th of November.
Okay.
Not only one case. I have filed 4 cases. And listen carefully. 4. Case number 1. Paul Biya versus the chief prosecutor, seeking a warrant, seeking permission from the pre-trial chamber for the chief prosecutor, helping the chief prosecutor to go into under Article 15, using what we call pre-moto motion. You can go on your own after seeing events. I laid down, structured my evidence, one piece by one piece. Laid it down. I told the chief prosecutor, look at this, look at that, look at that, look on this day, look on this one. This one was killed. This was kidnapped. This was killed. This was killed. I put in my application and I put in hard copies. Then I went for Sarkozy. I've made so that those who talk should know it is not Paul Biya I'm looking for. I'm looking for Mr. Sarkozy. Mr. Sarkozy.
Are you referring to, when you say Mr. Sarkozy, are you referring to former French president?
That small man there in Paris. Yes, a thief, a convict. He's a convict, you know that. He's now a convict. He has been convicted by the court in France. Don't call him former president. He has disgraced himself. He was found with €4 billion unaccountable, unaccounted for. Not to tell the court where he got this money. The court in France found Mr. Sarkozy guilty of an offense. But Mr. Sarkozy, remember, under Resolution 1973, Mr. Sarkozy spearheaded the killing of Muammar Gaddafi, continued taking money from Libya, taking it to France illegally, when human rights, like what Norway is doing in Cameroon. We shall come to that. Yeah. I have also taken Norway down. I'm taking Norway down for not raising a red flag when human rights are being committed in Cameroon. They are enjoying and dining with Paul Biya, yet they are supposed to raise a red flag. I will tell you where I've taken in Norway. They are panicking.
Who are you referring to there again? Who are you referring to?
In Norway, yes, I've taken another case to the European Court of Justice for release of Ayaba.
Ayaba, okay.
Ayaba is, yes, Ayaba, there's a case there already. Is that Sako who did it? You people, you collect your money, little monies, and eat, but don't ever make suggestions of that nature. My case is already in the European Court of Justice. I'm seeking an injunction to stop all proceedings that are taking place against Dr. Ayaba. Ayaba is a German national. There is no record in German, in the books of intelligence, security in German, that show that Ayaba has committed a crime.
All right,
Norway.
hold it there.
That case is in the European Court. Another case, let me finish. Another case that I have taken to that court, that last 2 months. I will not tell you, there is one that is shaking Paul Biya now. That one is not for the discussion today. It's a dangerous one. This one in another institution, very deadly. I will not tell you. A case of Sudan. I have also asked the chief prosecutor to seek warrants for the 2 generals, General Burhan and General Hamid, to be arrested if they don't come for the peace talks that will be held in Geneva. Again, warrants of arrest. I placed the papers before the chief prosecutor of International Criminal Court.
All right. Hold on there. Hold it there.
So when somebody says, I did not go there for a visit, I have been to that place since 2005. The first case.
Are you referring to Samuel Sako, I guess, right?
No, we shall come to that.
Okay, hold on there. So you deposited your petition.
Listen first, and let the younger man not be a discussion here. This is the younger man.
So you deposited your appeal, your suit at the ICC last November. It's almost probably a little over a month now. I want to believe you have not heard back from them yet, isn't it?
I have.
You have heard back from them?
I have. Oh, yes. They are already.
And what have they said?
I can't tell you. Yeah, they are gone. They are inside there. The ICC can't tell you where they are, how they are, when they come.
So what did they say? What did they say in the written response they sent you?
They have agreed.
They have agreed. So
yes,
do they agree? Do they agree?
And,
because hold on, do they agree that Biya they have jurisdiction over Mr. Biya or Cameroon?
Under Article 15, let me teach you, especially you, because some of you, and let me teach all of those younger lawyers. Under Article 15, I'm the one who formed ICC with Kofi Annan in Italy, 1998 in July. I was there. None of you were there. And I want to tell you that, listen, under Article 15 of the Charter, which is very clear, It is very hot down here in Dar es Salaam. That's why.
Okay.
Under Article 15, the chief prosecutor has a right, what we call prio moto. He can go on his own assessment whether the country is in ICC a signatory or not, as long as you have laid down your evidence, which I laid down this time to trigger Mr. Karim Khan and his team to go. I am not saying Mr. Sako did not do anything. He might have done. In 2020, 4 years later, there was no action. Nobody. Because Fatou Bensouda, who was then the chief prosecutor, flew in Yaoundé, was given gold and money, like Patricia Scotland of Commonwealth, like the Secretary General of UN. They were showered with money. We have cases. I have a very serious case with Patricia Scotland. And watch out, you are going to see. We are going to see. I have notified the King of England that this is someone, even if she lives, she must go to trial in Old Bailey. We know what happened. Don't forget, I wear the hat of an investigative journalist. You know that.
I am still dying to know the response that you got from the ICC after your
They have
petition.
gone. They told me, frankly, in black and white, that they will further trigger a mechanism, because I did not only write to Mr. Karim Khan, I wrote my mechanism of strategy here, Mr. Anu, is I gave the pre-trial chamber, the 6 judges, so that Karim cannot say he's keeping quiet. I said now, if there were so many of Mr. Saku applications and other, I don't care. But now this is a serious situation, a very serious situation that I want you to go in. You know very well, I and Karim Khan, we worked together. We were all defense lawyers, and we know each other personally. 2, I have told Mr. Karim Khan, if by the end of January, you have not brought the matter to the court after doing your investigations, I don't know how he does it, but he's there. And I can't tell you where he is, how far he has gone. It is not my duty. My duty was to lay the evidence.
By any
so
chance,
if he doesn't, yes.
By any chance, have you heard from anybody in Cameroon, directly or indirectly, from the officials there, like trying to say, Dr. Masanga, let's talk, let's reason together,
Me?
you know, blah, blah. Has anybody reached out to you?
My friend, look at me. You know how old I am? I'm older than you, 69 years old. I would have gone back if I wanted money. I'm not interested in money. I'm interested in justice. Even if you come with $1 million, I will never succumb until I get the people of southern Cameroon. I don't know why you mentioned. I have gone to accuse people of the territory of southern Cameroon. We talk about Amazonia, those are case studies. I don't have a country in the books called Amazonia. I know your history very well. I teach history. I know southern Cameroon is what is in the papers of history, which I have. So if Mr. Sako was applying for Amazonia, then his application is still waiting. Mine was southern Cameroon. The people of southern Cameroon are suffering. The people of southern Cameroon are killed. The women are being raped. The children have never gone to school for 9 years. Mr. Chief Prosecutor, what is your problem? Why are you issuing warrants to Israel? Why are you issuing warrants to Putin? And you cannot issue warrants to this man called Biya. What has he not got? Why don't you go in there? The former chief prosecutor was not able to do it. Why can't we do it? The case is now in the hands of the chief prosecutor. If he doesn't do as is necessary, I'm going to in London. Mr. Chief Prosecutor is a British national. I'm going to lay him before the judges, to ask the judges to call him, to tell the judges in London why he's using International Criminal Court to abate crime, to abate genocide in Cameroon. So have you seen the doubles? Anu, have you seen my strategy? That is what I'm doing. So Karim has gone and told me they are doing it.
All right. If I mean, people will be asking you. Apparently, you didn't speak with any of us before filing this case. People will be asking how you got your evidence. Who did you talk to? How did you gather your evidence for this case?
I told you I have one of my best lawyers. Mr. Taku is one of the best lawyers on planet Earth. You didn't know. 2, I have a bishop, Ayuk Taku. You know him?
I know him.
My spiritual prayer, he encouraged me. I had another man, very good guy, very good fellow, an ambassador. These are hard-working people, serious, genuine. We are not money hungry. We are not looking for money around here. They encouraged me. I gathered evidence. I have so many friends. I have other people, Milan, who in South Africa, people, Ayaba's people, everywhere. I got evidence. I have been gathering evidence from where, but those people. And if you want anything, to tell you the story, that bishop has encouraged me for 9 years, even when he was in exile in Nigeria. He said it's going out of hand. Ayuk Taku cried tears. I saw his tears. I said, I don't want money. I'll use my money. I'll fly. And ambassador, my great friend, you know him very well.
Yeah.
And you know ambassador.
Yeah, I know him, yes.
These are decent people. If we had such people, very many of them, we could have already liberated southern Cameroon. But we have people, some of them are interested in money. They would ask for file for millions, collect dollars from people who are already disturbed, traumatized. I did not collect any pound from anybody. I used my own resources. I am not calling any NGO to help me. I got evidence documented by Human Rights Watch. Remember, I'm a member of the Chatham House in the United Kingdom. And I'm a member of the Royal Geographical Society on executive of those institutions. You know what the Chatham House does?
Yeah.
It collects evidence. Yes, look at me. I'm a member, full-fledged member. How do you ask me how did I get evidence on Cameroon? Cameroon, this is a small place here. Where Paul Biya is harassing you. We have bigger brains than can collect evidence from anywhere. So that is not a problem. The evidence is there. If Mr. Paul Biya has got his lawyers, let him prepare his lawyers. I don't want him to talk to me. To talk to me for what? And to talk to me over what? I don't have any discussion.
I get your point. Now, this is what somebody sent to me and said, let him target the situations in East Africa. Now, referring to you, this person is referring to you. So let him target the situations in East Africa countries, including Kenya. Then I will take him serious. What would the ICC do? What would the ICC do? What? Let me finish. Let me finish.
You go further. Don't
would the ICC do? It's a big question. The answer is nothing. If he was a state, then I will understand. The person is not doubting you. The person is saying that going by the history of the ICC, going by the history of the ICC,
Yes.
it is not possible for you as an individual, not a state party, to file a lawsuit
No, no, no,
against
no,
the
no, no,
president.
no, 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 no. You people, you Anu, and you went to school. What did you go to school for? You are misleading people.
I'm just asking you a question that
It
somebody
is
wrote here.
ICJ. Let me teach you. Let me teach you and listen. You can go to ICC as an individual, but you
Okay.
cannot go to ICJ. There are two courts. International Court of Justice. You need state. A state must go there to accuse another state. But International Criminal Court, any individual on planet Earth, whether he's lame, one-eyed, blind, he can go there as long as he has evidence, place the case before the chamber or before office of the chief prosecutor and get educated. You don't ask such question anymore because your doctorate will be removed and thrown in the Pacific Ocean. Please don't do that, Dr. Ano. I respect you.
No, I'm just reading you what others are asking.
You are supposed to educate people on this platform.
Well, that's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do here.
And that's why I am now.
That's what I want you to do here. So
yes, thank you. Now
all right.
the ICC, Anu, the ICC accepts any case, including Anu.
Good. You make the point. You make the point, and I want to believe that the naysayers out there.
ICJ.
I want to believe the naysayers out there. They hear you. Now
yes.
let's get back to the ICC and the
Kenya,
evidence
you asked
that.
about Kenya.
Hold on, why not listen to the questions first? So let's get back to the ICC and evidence that you presented before them. Of course, everybody know that out there in Ambazonia, there have been severe, serious abuses. We have mass graves in Biya, in Garibu, even in Bamenda. There are mass graves of people killed by the Cameroon army. Recently, the ICC issued a warrant of arrest for Israeli Prime Minister. Now, this man, in my opinion, is a patriot as far as his people and his country are concerned. He is defending his people and his country. Yet, in Cameroon and the rest of Africa where these crimes are so rampant, the ICC has not gone as far as convicting anybody, maybe with the exception of Charles Taylor. I don't know how he got there, but I know the Americans handed him over. So, when it comes to the case of Paul Biya, this guy has committed more crimes than any sitting president in Africa. Why shouldn't this be an expedited trial in the ICC?
Okay, thanks. You have asked a good question. Because there was nobody triggering them. You didn't trigger. All of you are quarreling. All of you are in factions. None of you is in a fight for the liberation. Instead, you are fighting in factions. You have factions. You have created factions. The man has divided you. Money has divided all of you. One here, one there, one there, one there. No. So I triggered a situation. Again, the chief prosecutor of International Criminal Court, the former chief prosecutor, were compromised. So they could not bring up charges against Paul Biya. But this new chief prosecutor is not a man like of the other cloth. He's a straightforward, he's a friend of ours. And we have now lobbied him. And we have told him, look at the situation in southern Cameroon. It's bad. It's going out of hand. Are we still there?
Yes, I'm hearing you. We're still there.
It's out of hand. So I triggered, I researched, I collected evidence. I asked Human Rights Watch. I asked Amnesty International to give me evidence. I asked the Witness International to give me evidence. They sent me a heap of evidence. I carried it. Some that I sent online and filed in Hague itself and registered in the post office, handed them over to the office physically in The Hague, and I left. And I said, there you are. I was given my letter, and they have immediately, the city have read through it. It triggered an international outcry. People followed, and therefore, it is on. I don't know how far they have gone. We finish investigations. I don't know. They will have to tell us when they have finished. And they call us for now, prepare to where our lawyers get our international lawyers, all the tackles, all these people, all Saku, come, follow Matanga, let's go. The case is here. We have opened a Pandora box for Mr. Paulo Biya. We want I'm not personally against Paulo Biya. I'm his behavior and the conduct of how he has treated some citizens of southern Cameroon. That's how he has treated the women, the children, who have never eaten food, who are on the run. Anybody concerned with violence in that area will go. If the chief prosecutor finds them evidence, that's up to them to defend themselves. It's not me. I will be there to defend the position that I laid before the court. And I'm not disregarding anybody. I'm not insulting anyone. If you applied 4 years ago, your application was not looked at. My application was being looked at from November. And the triggers may be many of these applications that were lying there. So the chief prosecutor cannot tell Mr. Paulo Biya, my investigators, 200 of them, or 40 of them, or 60 of them are somewhere there. He will kill them. So they have gone, they are doing their work. Let them do their work. Let Mr. Paulo Biya eat and enjoy and address people on this, what is this day? The day of a fake independence. Let him address people and tell lies. But they are doing some good work properly. He's not going to bribe anybody. The case is in open. My case has been supplied to the chamber judges, 6 of them. After this, I'm going to attach the bundle for you, as a present, for you to read through and compare with any of your lawyers and see whether my case has material. So that is what I've done. I've not done it to get money. I'm not asking for fees.
No, of course, nobody is suggesting that to you. Nobody is suggesting that. We all appreciate what you are.
The children. Let me finish.
We all appreciate what you are trying to do. Who will be ungrateful for such a voluntary job you've taken up for Ambazonia? Now, talking about the gathering of witnesses, because when it comes to a case such as the one with Paulo Biya, you need witnesses from the ground. How are you doing with this?
It is the chief prosecutor to find them, not Matsanga.
Okay.
Again, I'm teaching you. Can I teach you a bit? Yeah, because you seem, from now onwards, from my interview, learn something. After you have handed in the documents, it is the chief prosecutor now to follow the leads. If you told the chief prosecutor that the former chief justice of that place, of Ambazonia, Justice Aya, died, he was denied medicine, denied pension by Paulo Biya, refused to fly out for medical treatment. That evidence is there. It's now the chief prosecutor to verify and corroborate if Sanga has put in paper, correct or not. What happened? This man's pension was not given. It's a human right. Stopping someone from getting medicine is a crime punishable by International Criminal Court. You are now killing the person. If you kill the people, if you have put graves, the international human rights have cited graves in army of Paulo Biya is killing people and burying them. The treatment, the videos, I landed 86 videos. The chief prosecutor has got 86 videos of maltreatment, human rights abuses, rolling people in mud, in bottles, in fragments of bottles, tying people behind the hands. He has this evidence. The places where it took place. There are women who have not gone out of their forests, who have not gone to, children who have not gone to school. That evidence is there. He will look. There's evidence of lawyers being kidnapped, abducted, killed. Is there. There is evidence of killing of the Kenyan priest by the army of the Republic.
Yeah.
It is there. All this is all documented, and I put them. It is not my case anymore. It is the case of the chief prosecutor to disapprove me, to approve, and come back to the judges, as I teach you now. Come back to the judges and say, that man from Uganda, 6 feet tall, 69 years old, he brought his case. He's not a Southern Cameroonian, but he's an African, and Cameroon is part of Africa. We pay taxes in AU. Our services serve Cameroon. Paul Biya enjoys African Union. I'm entitled to look for him and ask for accountability. Whether he's not a member of ICC or not, he's a member of the African Union.
Right.
Therefore, we have no other alternative but to ask him under the chief prosecutor, under an Article 15 promoto, to enter promoto. You enter with your own liking and say, I have seen, look, article, this article here empowers the prosecutor to go into Cameroon. Listen to people who are telling you, oh, Cameroon is not a signatory. Does it mean if you are not a signatory, you kill people and you walk around? And I'm telling you, Mr. Trump is coming. You better start behaving.
So, what do you think about Mr. Trump vis-a-vis Africa?
You remember before Trump left, Trump was putting a no-fly zone over Amazonia.
Right.
We had gone to him and asked for no-fly zone over Amazonia. You remember that? And I thank all those people.
Well, I remember the free trade zone sanctions against La Republique for Amazonia.
Yes, and almost saying his chief security advisor was saying if Amazonia continues like that, they will put a no-fly zone. Yes, and we are going to begin. Now we have Susie Wells is Matanga. Look at my face. Susie Wells. We worked on Nnamdi Kanu's case with Susie Wells. I'm talking on an American TV. She's looking at me now. You know? She was a PR guru for Nnamdi Kanu's family. And Matanga has been struggling for the release of that young man, Nnamdi Kanu, from the hands. Mr. Tinubu and Mr. Paul Biya. Trump is arriving on 20th. Just clean your act. You are in trouble, sir. Especially Tinubu on Nnamdi Kanu. Release him quickly, because I am not going to sleep until he's out of jail. Until Mr. Paul Biya is touched.
Talking about African leaders, have any, not just on this Paul Biya case, have any African leaders come to you and said, Dr. Masanga, why are you doing all of this? Why? I mean, has anybody come to you with such questions?
Yeah, Ghanaian leader loves me so much. Nana Addo speaks like me. Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa speaks like me. Kagame speaks like Masanga. Yes, Museveni speaks like Matanga. Ruto speaks like Matanga. Suluhu, Mama Suluhu speaks like Gambia. That watchman guy there, who was my friend in Croydon, whom I used. You know it's me who liberated Gambia. No, wait. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? Wait,
Hold on.
Yes.
I have the microphone here. When you mention
Yeah,
Kagame, when you talk about Kagame, you talk about Museveni. Museveni, Kagame may look like nice people, but they are part of the sit-tight problem dictatorship we have in Africa. I don't care how good they may feel they are doing, but when you are a leader and you stay in power for more than 10 years, I don't care how good you are, step aside and give power. Museveni has not done that. Kagame has not done that. What are they saying to you?
That is very true, that at times I'm switching off the phone so that it doesn't make noise for you.
Go on, we can hear you.
Let me tell you. There are times when you have to stand. Is there anything in the Plateau Republic? You have read the Plateau Republic, Dr. Ano. Have you?
Yeah.
Have you read The Prince? The Prince by Machiavelli. Have you?
No, I've not read that.
You better read The Prince by Machiavelli. Did you do political science? Which subject did you do, Dr. Ano?
No, I didn't do political science.
You did what? Journalism. Tell me. That is where you have gone wrong. You better read science, then you know.
Well, if I didn't do journalism, I wouldn't be sitting here with you.
Yes. No, that's good. That's very good in your field. My field is political science, international relations.
So tell me why you think Kagame and Museveni are different.
This two-term situation is American invasion. They have invented that. Is there anything in the Plateau Republic that says you must have 2 terms? No. Plateau Republic said you must have elections, constant elections, but it didn't say 2 terms. This is an American thing that you brought. One, when you talk about Kagame, why do we people like Kagame? He's an example of Africa. He has tampered some democracy and some harshness, which is very good. And the people, you can't go for example, Mr. Chris Ano, if you go to Kigali and throw your rubbish anyhow, you might not return to Arizona. Do you stay in Arizona or
There
Texas?
is no doubt. There is no doubt Kagame has brought discipline. Some discipline.
And knowing very well how Rwanda went through, how Uganda went through wars, Rwanda has stabilized. And we needed that stability.
And you give the credit, you give credit for the stability to Paul Kagame.
Yes.
However, after sitting there since after the war, why can't you consider somebody else? I can teach somebody else to do this.
The people.
The same thing with Museveni. Museveni is locking up his the opposition leader.
Listen, I was one of the most critical opponents of President Museveni. We didn't fight with words like you, with your television here. We fought with guns. We sat down and hammered an agreement. Uganda today is peaceful. Very, very peaceful. It might not have democratic ingredients that you people, that Americans want. But America has taken 256 years to have democracy. But Uganda has food, has security. You can't find people beating people in Uganda and running away like in Cameroon. No. Museveni has done tremendously on the question of security. Museveni has done tremendously on the question of building up the economy, building up, sustaining the parish model, which he has used to bring people, to remove poverty. He's doing very well. Uganda has plenty of food. The only 3 things that we have to fix are a few things of corruption, which is rampant everywhere in Africa and even in America. You see people in America being jailed for corruption. But first democracy, our democracy has not evolved for more than 67 years since Kwame Nkrumah took independence of Ghana. We are still growing. Democracy evolves. It can't come overnight. The Ugandans look at the opposition Opposition leaders in Uganda are cash machines. What do you call a till machine, where you put your card and draw money? They use it to come and cry there in America. You pay the money. They go back. Oh, I've been beaten. I've been done that. Yes, there are some excesses of human rights, which Uganda has rule of law, has courts. Courts make decisions. And that Uganda does not drive upside down. Neither does Uganda drive on the wrong side. There's rule of law. We are not in Somalia. Museveni has kept that rule, that security. What we want is better to sleep hungry than to have insecurity around it. And that's what Museveni has done. That's why Museveni gets term, even 2026. President Museveni is going to win an election because there is no opposition there. Opposition there is just a cash machine for minting dollars from George Soros in Washington, in New York, and come back and build houses, buy houses in Dubai, bank the money in Dubai. What type of opposition is that? What opposition do you have in Zimbabwe? Look at it. We don't have opposition like a credible opposition in Senegal or Botswana that has won an election. We don't have Liberia. We don't have. We have good opposition in those countries. Our opposition in Uganda is fragmented. People are just thieves, stealing money, using opposition parties as cash machines to pick money from white people in London and New York and Washington. No, that is not the type of opposition we want in Africa. And therefore, democracy will not define.
Listen, let's come back to the ICC case. I know that you have been very, very upset, and rightly so, with Samuel Ekome Sako for going out and trying to take credit. He has made statements both on paper and in audios that you are essentially salivating over his achievement, that this ICC thing is all he's doing. Tell us if he played any role with you in this ICC case.
No, he didn't play any role with me. He played a role 4 years ago. Whether his 4 years ago papers were used or not, I don't know.
I was actually there. 4 years ago. Yes, I was in the meeting.
4 years, what were the papers doing?
Right. Hold it. You are correct. 4 years ago, we tried this case with the ICC. It didn't work.
Tell me, who was the chief prosecutor?
No, forget about that. Forget about that. We are not in contention of that point. But I'm just giving you a heads up that you are right. 4 years ago we tried, and after that I don't know that anything was ever done. But go on and tell us why you are upset with him.
I'm not upset with the younger man. This younger man called me a broadcaster. This guy here learned how to speak on my television station. I gave him space, free time on my television station. He didn't know how to create a television station. Masanga told him he should have picked a phone to call me and ask me, Elida, what have you done? I have been doing things for the people of Southern Cameroon for free. The first time this guy got prominence was on my TV. You know it, Anu. And it is sad for a friend who knows you, to call you a broadcaster in Kenya. Yet he collected money from people that he was going to file a case in ICC. You don't need money to file a case in ICC. No. I did go with bed and breakfast and stayed in The Hague, in Movenpick. Then I moved to Sheraton Hotel in The Hague. I filed my cases. I've been filing cases since 2005. Where was Sako? Where was he? And he called me a broadcaster. That is one thing that put me off. The rest.
How did you become a broadcaster? How did you become a broadcaster? Where did you?
That he called me a broadcaster. That a broadcaster in Kenya. I had one of the clips, and one of these days his phone got out of my phone book. I want to call him and say, younger man, why do you call me a broadcaster when I'm 44? I'm the Southern Cameroon. More than the time you started, you were still inside. You are still, when I started 9 years ago, immediately they closed Western Union, MoneyGram. This is when I started putting Southern Cameroon 2 hours every day.
I remember that. I remember that. And that is why...
So how can a man of integrity who wants to lead a nation, instead of complimenting my work, that thank you very much, Dr. Matsang, he calls me a broadcaster. He thinks I'm a broadcaster, yet I have 6 degrees. How many does he have? 1 degree of law. You want to compare yourself with a man who has gone to school, who has done all the work voluntarily? That was wrong. He has to apologize to me. I have nothing against him. And in this thing, whatever contribution he has made, if it was there, I have triggered the EC to go in November. So I am happy. If the ICC can bring out the case, they will call all of us, Mr. Saku, myself, all of us who made an application, consolidated. We can go and we would have served our people. Let's not have differences. I am not seeking for a piece of any land in Amazonia. I'm not seeking anything.
There is no doubt you already have your honorary citizenship in Amazonia. You don't need...
Yes, that's all. I might not, let me tell you, Anu, I might not even be there. Let Mr. Saku know. I might not be there.
No.
But I have done my bit. And I want to emphasize.
Listen, hold on. You make a very valid point, a point I have made again and again and again and again, most especially to Amazonian leaders and stakeholders. I have said this thing that people come to power and sit tight in spite of the horrible things they do, and they sit tight. Who told them that they are going to Biya? Our hands lie in the palms of God. Tomorrow is not assured. Tomorrow is not certain. And so I totally agree with you. You may not even be there tomorrow. I may not be there tomorrow. But we do the best we can do today for the sake of humanity.
Yes, I've done my best. And what I am not, I want Mr. Sako is watching me, and he will get this clip.
He definitely is watching.
Yes, I don't have any acrimony with you. You used to call me almost every week. Why are you not calling me? I'm struggling to get one of your friends out in jail in Norway, who has been taken down over things allegedly coming from nowhere. You see, I've filed an application for Dr. Ayaba in the European Court of Human Rights to ask why Norway being given incentives. Why has Norway 2 cases? First for Norway for failing and breaking the European law of not raising a red flag. When people are being killed and you are looking for gas and oil exploration, you have in the European Union, 27 judges will not leave you. They will reprimand you and you will pay. So I have filed 1 case together with a case seeking an injunction in the European Court of Justice.
So have you received any response from the European Court?
Yes, it is done. The documents arrived. The judges are looking at them.
And have you reached out to the Norwegian authorities at all?
They have been supplied by the court. I don't need to look. Who am I look for a Mzungu? For what? You don't know I'm a very proud guy. Look for a Mzungu, let him look for me. They can look for me. I am, and look for me to do what? I have placed my facts in the court. Go and talk to the court. Norwegians can go and talk to the court in Luxembourg and in Brussels and the European Court of Human Rights. Go and talk to them in Paris. Don't talk to me. Me, I've given a copy to the German government. The German government is now pursuing their case, one of their citizens whom they have no record about. They don't have any record of Mr. Ayaba being a terrorist at all. How did Mr. Ayaba be arrested by Norwegians? And the Germans are asking. I brought them as interested parties. The documents are very clear here. I'm waiting for the judges to say, hey, that's a green light. Then I put them on in black and white for everybody to read. But I have done it. I am not doing it for fees. I'm doing it from the humanity. I know Dr. Ayaba, that young man. I know all of your people. Any fighter, don't start fighting each other. I have been in this game much longer than any of you, but not longer than Saku, longer than you, longer than Ayaba, longer than Akwanga. All of you, I know you by name. I have been in the struggle. From 1978, the man talking to you here. That's the first time I picked AK-47 to fight and remove Idi Amin. I'm not just a civilian like Mr. Anu, the journalist. No, I'm a fighter. I know what it means. That there are places in Africa that I must restore. Biafra, Amazonia, or Southern Cameroon. Those are the places I must make. How can you deny a chief justice, a former chief justice, his pension, his medical treatment until he dies?
Yeah.
You want me to keep quiet?
Of course not. Nobody can be quiet. All right.
So I'm following up. I'm following up even that case. I'm going to follow. He has died, but it must be brought to international. Other judges of other countries are saying, is this what happened? Is this what happened? Yes. The man was denied medical treatment. The man was refused a passport to get out of that's human rights abuse by Paul Biya. The man died. Now
yeah,
you want
absolutely,
me to
that was the case. Dr.
Masanga,
if you do not understand what he is talking about, he is talking about the case of Chief Justice Aya Paul, whose salary was stopped, pension denied, bank account sealed,
frozen,
and he lived a miserable life until his death. All right, Dr. Masanga, you stay put in there. We're going to take a brief break out, and when we come back, I will open the phone lines and get your phone call. So please stay put out of play.
I'm prepared. I'm prepared for them.
All
even
right.
Even Mr. Sako can call me. He's my friend. Now, Mr. Sako, you have heard. You better call me, and also help. We don't worry. If the books come and we are consolidated in one case, hallelujah, we shall go. But don't say it was your case. Your case, but so that ate a bribe and throw it in the bin.
All right. All right. Stay put there. Stay put there. I'll be right back.
ABSAfricatip@gmail.com. ABS can help you reach your target audience like never before. Advertising on ABS, you'll benefit from our extensive reach and dedicated viewership. We offer special advertising packages during primetime slots and popular shows. You'll also be featured on our social media platforms, reaching an even wider audience. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Take your business to the next level. Contact our advertising team at absafricatip@gmail.com.
Thrive America, the flagship model, offers personalized coaching and assistance to newly arrived individuals into the country through a concierge service and one-stop resource on your phone. The app supports essential areas of integration, such as job search strategies, benefits applications, financial literacy, credit repair, legal guidance, and more. The platform aims to become the go-to resource as you navigate the complexities of settling into a new country. Thrive America.
All right. Thank you for staying put in there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being there. Before I bring back my guests and open the phone lines for your calls, I just want to make a very special appeal to all of you watching out there. I know there are over 500 of you watching right now on YouTube and Facebook alone. Please, I know that you enjoy what we do here at ABS, but there is no way we can keep ABS coming to you on a very regular basis without being able to pay for the bills. For the past 1 month, almost the entire of December, actually all of December, ABS was shut down for non-payment of the bills. Which is why if you are in Africa, precisely Cameroon and Ambazonia, ABS is now on a different channel position because of that break in payment. We do not want to see that repeat again. And so my appeal to you is we have set up a GoFundMe account for ABS TV, and we are appealing to all of you, freedom-loving people of Ambazonia, Cameroon, and Africa, to please log on to GoFundMe.com. GoFundMe.com. Once you are there, search ABS TV or ABS Africa TV, and please make a donation of your ability. Whatever you can donate, there is no small amount, there is no big amount. If we do this, ABS will come to you every day, every hour, without interruption. And even if you are on ground zero, you can do so too. So again, I urge you to go to GoFundMe.com. 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 And once you are there, just search for ABS Africa TV. Our page will show up, and you can make a donation in any amount, even if it is $5, if it is $1,000, it will be very much appreciated. That is what it is going to take to have ABS coming to you and bringing you such interviews and other feature stories as this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will now have the phone lines open for you to go ahead, call in, and ask your questions. Before you call, just make sure the volume of your set, ladies and gentlemen, make sure the volume of your set is tuned down. Do not want to be on your phone and your television or wherever you are watching, whatever you are watching on. At the same time, when you call, focus on your phone so that there is no echo in the background. You got the phone number right there on your screen. So go ahead. You got a question for Dr. David Matsanga. The phone number is right there on the screen. So please, the phone line is open. Dr. Matsanga, let me come back to you on this subject of the ICC case. By your own speculation, if it is handled speedily, how long do you think that will happen? You know, Paul Biya is too old. We don't want him to die without going through this case and facing and he's getting payment for what he deserves. How soon do you think?
We are not God. We are not God. and we don't
But
wish
you took him
anybody
to
day.
court. I'm just asking you, how soon do you think this case can be
I,
handled?
I am praying to the same God to expeditiously bring a conclusion within 2 months so that we can go to the pre-trial chamber and the chief prosecutor presents the case to the trial chamber such that Mr. Paul Biya can get justice. If he says there was nothing that he did, these commanders were doing it on his own, fine. The court will find out. They will say which commanders were those. The general who commands the army, the police, the intelligence. Though it's not only you are zeroing on Paul Biya, but I've got a number of officials on my application. I want all the commander of the army. But the
All right,
biggest
hold on,
man that
hold
I
on
want,
there.
commander in chief.
Hold your thought there. Let's get this caller here, please. Hello.
Hello, Comrade Chris.
Hello, sir. Where are you calling from, please?
Yeah, this is Maitre Nikonfe calling from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands. Wonderful. Good to hear your voice. What is on your mind, sir, for Dr. Masanga?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, before I come to Dr. Matsanga David, I want to once more congratulate you, Comrade Chris, for the effort you always put in making sure that Ambazonians have a chance to express their view, talk to guests through your channel. And I really, really appreciate you for this effort. And I also want to appeal to Ambazonians to help chip in during the donation to help you maintain this studio. I really, really appreciate you for what you are doing, Comrade. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then coming back to Dr. Matsanga. Dr. Matsanga David, this is Maitre Nikom, a bona fide Southern Cameroonian living in the Netherlands. I want to appreciate you. I've been following you from when you gave aid time to Ambazonians since the Southern Cameroon crisis broke out with Republic Cameroon. You've been very, very instrumental in that. And we thank God that we Africans, we have a man like you amongst us who can fight. And I will appeal unto you to take a curtain, close your ears, and don't listen to all those destructive rumors that are claiming this and that because they wanted money to make money out of the case you've deposited at the ICC. So we thank you very much. And with this said, Dr. Masanga, I want to appeal unto you. I see you like a unifier, just with your love for Ambazonia and Southern Cameroon. Yes, I know our frontline leaders, some of them have differences. Will you be kind enough to call a summit amongst for these strong leaders of Ambazonia under your auspices, and then maybe coordinate or calm them down or let them come out so they can speak like one group? I will give you this as a challenge. Will you be kind to call a summit from Dr. Akwanga to Dr. Ayaba to Comrade Chris Anu to Sako to whoever will see the frontline leaders you know? Will you be kind to hold a summit and so we can have a unified front so this infighting can stop? Because people are dying on our ground zero. People are being locked up, arrested every day. But the infighting is distracting all this focus so that we can stop them and then focus on the goal. Yaoundé is already collapsed. And now with the imminent collapse of Yaoundé, Ambazonia might end up fighting inside among themselves instead of coming together and then taking the bull by the horn and sitting in Biya, forming a government and moving forward. Please, will you take on this challenge? Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you for the call. Dr. Masanga, 1 minute. The calls are coming in quite in their numbers.
I just want to acknowledge and thank you very much. He has been one of the few listeners of mine from Netherlands since 2016. Thank you very much. Continue with that good work. I'll also need my phone number. Chris can give it to you. Also, when I'm in the Netherlands, help to give me coffee, to sit me down and call me in your house to have coffee. Because at times I pay the hotel bills myself, which I've been doing. So if I can have a place where to stay, I can, I'm doing this risky. I'm not doing it with any security bodyguards. So thank you very much. I'll be in Netherlands and I look for you. And on the question of unit of purpose, I know very well, I know Akwanga, I know Ayaba. That's why I'm struggling. I have gone out of my way to put an application against Norway for the release of Ayaba. And I hope when he comes back in court, we shall do it.
All
Shall
right.
have, yes.
All right. Let's get to the next caller. Hello.
Hello, Comrade Chris.
Hello, sir. Where are you calling from?
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am at the moment in Germany, but I'm from France. First of all, hello.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go on.
Okay. Good evening, Comrade Chris. My name is called Eno Peter. I'm calling at the moment from Germany.
Okay.
So first of all, I want to thank you very much for bringing people like Dr. Masanga on studio. That no matter other people will criticize you on what, but you always bring people, even they will say yes or they will criticize. But person like Dr. Masanga, he has been there for our struggle for quite a long time.
Correct.
I've been following him since about 2018, before the other channel that he was using on YouTube was removed. But because of this case that he take Mr. Biya to ICC, that's when I have to follow him back. So I have to say thank you very much. Dr. Masanga, we thank you very much for what you have been doing. We thank you for everything. Bringing our people, it's not about today. You have been saying that for before 2018, that Akwanga, Sako, before even the Chris Anu become a leader of a group, you have been calling on all these people that you people should come as one and learn. So we thank you today. For today, I have learned a lot about the ICC and the IJC. So we are all a student in front of you today. Comrade Chris is a student because he has learned everything about what you are saying. So please, we are begging on you to keep on calling these people from the back side, from the back door, as you have been doing, to talk to them. Just like what you said to Sako today, I'm not your enemy. Call me. Today there are people from the Sako camp that will say, why are you not calling Dr. Sako? Call him. If Dr. Sako is not calling you, there are people from his camp who say that you are the divider. Not like that.
All right, all right. Thank you.
We josh with them and all those in Sako, Akwanga, Chris Ano, Marietta, and all those things. Please, Dr. Masanga, call these people in the back door. We don't need to know everything that's happening in front, but you people can talk behind. Let them quarrel, but one face that can stand for Ambazonia.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Dr. Masanga, go on, please. They call 50
comment.
seconds. A lot of calls coming in here. A lot.
No comment. This is very good comment, and I have been calling on these people, Saku, Akwanga, and Ayaba, and the rest. There's another one called Manu. All of the Chris, I've been calling upon you that a port in Africa, a port reaches the door in the breaks. We are about to be there. Things will not remain the same. Southern Cameroon will be a nation. You will be free. Don't divide yourself now and fight each other. Help each other. Don't accuse each other. When people see Ayaba in prison, they laugh. They say yes. No! We should get him out. That's why I've gone pro bono and I'm in court. He's not my brother from Uganda, but I know the law of Europe. I live in Europe. I've lived here 40 years. And you cannot challenge me on the law. The law is very clear. What has the man done? Norway has committed a crime by not raising a red flag. First, let Norway answer me and say we raised a red flag. Were you given concession of gas exploration and oil, and you forgot human rights? That's
All right.
it. Let's go. Another question.
All right. Hello.
Hello, Comrade Chris. Good evening.
Good evening. Where are you calling from, please?
I am calling from Gokutunja County, sir.
Wonderful. Good to hear your voice, sir. What is on your mind?
Yeah, so I just want to say Happy New Year 2025 to you, full of resilience, steadfastness, and the focus on the Amazonian cause.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also want to use this opportunity to thank Dr. David
Masanga.
I don't know, it's Masanga.
Yes, you're
David
right.
Masanga. Yeah, I'm really grateful for the doctor because I knew doctor through our struggle. If not of our struggle, I wouldn't have known doctor. Doctor has been a very good friend to Amazonians, and he has always been, behind us, pushing things forward. Yes, we are really grateful for doctor, and I promise doctor in the nearest future, when we must have got our independence, I think Amazonians will reward you. Thank you.
He will be an honorary ambassador. Thank you for the call.
Thank you. Thank you. Look. You know what? I went deeper into your case, Chris. These guys did a very big mess. There's no agreement. Have you ever seen of an agreement? They don't have. I have found them. You wait. There's another bombshell coming, Chris. I'll tell you offline. It's very interesting. And we are not going to keep quiet. Let's work for this nation. Let's work. We in Africa, we cannot. For example, tell Mr. Paul Biya never to pass near London, because I have put a caveat there, a summons. If he comes for medical treatment in London, Charing Cross Hospital, he will not go back. He will be on handcuffs until the medicine is finished. I can't hear you.
Hello.
Comrade Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. Where are you calling from?
I am calling from the UK.
All right.
It's like Dr. Masanga is still speaking.
No, go on. He is listening.
Okay. Hello, Comrade Chris. Hello, Dr. Masanga. It's a very heartwarming time to have you on the air talking about Amazonia, Doctor. And wonderful, Comrade Chris, for you to have brought Dr. Masanga here. Well, a friend in need is a friend indeed, and Dr. Masanga is that friend in need. So he is a friend indeed. Thank you, Doc. And we look up to you. I've been following you for a while now, and it has been quite that sort of cool moment when your channels were put off and I was not following you. It was rather disheartening that a friend like this, an advocate like this, a fighter like this could not be heard on the Amazonian cause this long. I followed you on Mimimefo's platform. I'm following you on ABS again. I hope, notwithstanding everything, someone would invite you to ABC as well, because as the first two speakers have said, please, could you be a unifier in this conflict? It transcends groups. It is a people that is endangered. It is a people that is actually vying for that survival that friends like you can give. So please, thank you very, very much that you were there even before some people that are there now are. Thank you so very much that you are still staying the course, even though we have people falling along the way. It's been quite a while since Comrade Chris went off ABC that I have followed him. I do follow him in snippets, but having you, Dr. David Masanga, on set today, I had to give myself, no matter what I had to do now to follow you. Thank you, Comrade Chris. Thank you, Dr. Masanga. I hope this will be a new start, because it is a new year for us to make it happen in Ambazonia. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
I rest
sir.
my case.
Thank you for the call. Dr. Masanga, go on, please.
I thank you very much. And when I'm in London, ask for Chris's number. My number, I cannot broadcast it here fully, but Chris has my number. Ask him for the number. Call me and we sit down and you give me more evidence. I'm looking for any evidence that I can annex, like I've annexed the evidence of the Chief Justice. Again, I sent an annex yesterday to the ICC. They got it today. To add on, if it doesn't stop, and everybody, including Dr. Saku, don't give up. Send more. Don't just say application went. Add more. Talk to them. Add more information. And let's talk. You talk to me. I am available. You know, let's not have a criminal who has got what. People are dying. At the end of the day, we want something to come out and all of us can be enjoined in one package, and we become formidable force to conquer the Paul Biya dictatorship.
All right, hello.
Hello,
Where are you calling from, please?
I am calling from Meme County, sir.
Wonderful. All right. What is on your mind, sir?
Yes, my mind, I just want to say, I am called Kid Joseph. I want to wish you a happy new year and Dr. Masanga.
Yes, thank you.
Sir, you are doing a very good job to see that we have our regulation. And I just want to add on top of what the other caller have just said, that the doctor is a
I think he's having a bad network.
designer for Ambazonia. I myself have been following him. Hello, sir.
Yes, go on. I can hear you, but you are breaking.
Hello, sir.
You are breaking, but go on. I hear you now. Well, that's a bad network. Let's get to the next caller here. Hello.
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 Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. May I know where you are calling from, please?
I'm calling from Ground Zero, Meme County.
Wonderful. What is on your mind, sir? Happy New Year.
Happy. Same to you. I wanted to wish you people happy new year. I wanted to wish Dr. Masanga also a happy new year. I am very impressed and I'm very happy to have someone on board like Dr. Masanga. I love his way. I love everything about him. This man is very courageous and the man is a true fighter indeed. I just want to thank Dr. Masanga that for what he has put on in Ambazonian struggle. Let him continue with this same spirit and let him make the Ambazonian people, the Ambazonian population to know that unity is our strength. We should not be joining and be fighting each and every one. We should not be fighting ourselves. All what we need is a unity, a strategy that we can bring this man down. Biya. Biya is a very big dictator, a very strong one, a very notorious one. This man needs to be brought down. And with this unity, we cannot bring this man down.
All right. Thank you for the call.
I'm pleading that as Dr. Masanga is on our side, as he has the power in the ICC, in the international community, so we should rally behind him, and we should also take some advice from him how we can follow up and see how we can win this case, because our people are dying down here, sir. Our people are dying. We are suffering.
All
so
right.
I wish you people good night and a wonderful days ahead for our freedom to come.
Are you watching on ABS there in Kumba?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the call. God bless. All right, Dr. Masanga, hold on there. Let's get to this next caller before you can come in. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Comrade Chris.
Thank you, sir. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ground Zero.
Which county?
I'm calling I'm calling in La République, but coming from Northwest County.
Oh, okay. You are calling from our neighbor.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What is on your mind?
Okay. I want to first of all greet you people. Happy New Year for you, Comrade Chris, and thank you because you always brought Mr. Masanga on your shows every time for him to give us the update of the clean lines. Okay. Hello?
Yes, go on. I'm hearing you.
Are you? Okay. I wanted to also not having a question to Mr. Masanga, but I wanted to make Mr. Masanga understand that we have Paul Biya in La République du Cameroon as a bad president in Africa here. Then we want to have again. We are having again another somebody which can govern bad more than Paul Biya again, which is Sako in Ambazonian.
Okay.
We don't think Mr. Masanga should have any listening ear to the issues of Sako and his cabal. Mr. Masanga should just go ahead doing what he's doing, favoring Ambazonians of what he's doing, and forget about Sako. Because if it is for Sako, we know everything about him. That's how he says, with his cabal. And they should understand, Mr. Masanga should understand very well that Sako is the type of people that they can instead make him get hurt and allow to help the Ambazonians people.
All right.
We can have a man like Sako, that is, he was put as a president somewhere. He's misleading the funds of the position, and they finally remove him from that position. He doesn't want to go. He formed himself and created another government saying that he is the only government of Ambazonian. If it happens that Barrister John Fruso and Sako, they file a complaint on 2020 in ICC, the complaints is the push of Mr. Masanga that came now and then push up that complaint now to go. Because if Mr. Masanga did not come at this time to push up that thing, and then
hold on there. Talking about that, I could also claim it and say what Dr. Masanga has done is my initiative, because I was there,
yes.
where I was in there at the forefront of that, but I don't know why people like to claim things that where they don't belong. That is something that is wrong with people who just want to sit there and pretend as if they are doing something, whereas they are not doing nothing. They have no clue about what is happening.
Let me tell you,
all right, listen. Let Dr. Masanga speak. We'll take other calls. We have only 7 minutes left. Thank you for the call. Dr. Masanga, go on, please.
Let me tell you, let's not go back to bickering. If you have Saku's number, send it to me.
Hello.
I am an elder. I'm older than Saku.
Yeah, good evening.
I'm 69 years old.
Good evening. Hold the line. Stay on the line.
So I will talk to him.
Thank you.
He's a good person. I don't know what happened to him. Whatever case it has, we have all triggered a mechanism to go. And Southern Cameroon and Mr. Paul Biya will not be Paul Biya anymore. He will be investigated. That is all. Let's be happy and be proud. I am not seeking any reward. I'm not seeking financial reward. I'm just saying I did trigger a system. If the papers were there, then they were lying in a dustbin. I have raised them. They will combine all these things of Mr. Anu, Yoab, everybody, put them together. But Matsanga thing is on top current. It is
All
there.
right. All right. Let's get to the next caller. Hello. 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 I think we missed that caller. Let's see. Hello. Hello. What's going on here? Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Secretary Chris. Yeah, Secretary Chris, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Washington, D.C.
All right. And what is your contribution?
Yeah, let me say Happy New Year to you and Dr. Masanga.
Thank you. Yes, go on, please.
Okay. I want to first of all appreciate Dr. Masanga for what he has been doing in our struggle, and also congratulate you as the anchorman from day one of this struggle. You have been there, no matter what, you still stand your feet. But I would like to talk to Dr. Masanga concerning this, our struggle in the case of Chu Ayaba. Chu Ayaba, we are not praying for any evil against him. But what we know is God can never fail us, because this is a God-ordained struggle. He has caused a lot of atrocity among us, among the Ambazonian people. He is not working for the Ambazonian people. He was working for La République du Cameroon. And that's why, since he was arrested, the government or the media of Cameroon has not said anything about his arrest. Look the case of Seseko Ayoktabe and the others that was arrested in Nigeria. The media were singing it everywhere about the secessionists and things like that. But when this thing started, Ayaba, the government was against Ayaba. And when they finally bring Ayaba into their camp, working with Paul Atanganji, he becomes a nightmare to the Ambazonian people, using his troops to kill other Ambazonian forces. So,
what is the point, sir?
So what I'm saying is, Dr. Masanga should keep on helping us for our struggle, but he should not say he is fighting for Cho Ayaba to be free, because Cho Ayaba is more harmful to us. Let him pursue the Cameroonian government, or Biya in particular, and see how they can help us out of this struggle.
All
but
right.
Cho Ayaba is non-event in our struggle.
All right, great point. All right, thanks for the call, sir. Thanks for the call. Unfortunately, it seems we don't have Dr. Masanga. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Where are you calling from, please?
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I was the caller who called from Meme County in Cuba.
Okay, what is your point?
Yes, my point is that we are in the struggle, and Mr. Masanga, the Dr. Masanga, have come to advise us how we can gather ourselves as a group to see what we can do and come out of this struggle. So we should not say they should not remove Dr. Cho Ayaba. We should come together as one people. No matter what he has been doing, we are fighting for our freedom. It maybe he was corrupt somewhere, but let's come together as one people to do something. Thank God Dr. Masanga is there. I've given him credit for what he's doing. And you, Mr. Chris Anu, in fact, I don't know the type of blessing that God is going to pour upon your head for the Ambazonian people. So, me, I'm very happy for what you have been doing since
from the first day of this struggle. I'm happy, more than the word happy. So I also thank Dr. Masanga for the he's a Pan-Africanist to help us to go through here. We're happy for what he's doing.
All right. All right. Thank you. We're out of time. We're getting out of time. Let Dr. Masanga, I think he is back here on set. Thank you for the call. Dr.
Yes.
Masanga, you have been out.
Yes. Yes, I was out.
Just do that briefly so we'll get back. I think we have some more callers here.
I just want to take this opportunity, Chris, before I leave this platform, to thank Bishop Ayuk Taku and Ambassador. You know, your elder ambassador. I want to thank them for the encouragement, spiritual encouragement, and the patriotic encouragement they have given in me. And Chris, always get in touch with with them, talk to them. They are honorable, innocent elders. They will give you guidance without any problem. Let's unite ourselves. Time might not be there to thank them. I want to thank them.
Let's get to the next caller. Hello. Hello. Can you turn down the volume of your TV in the background and focus on your phone, please?
Yes, it's turned down, Congress Chris.
All right. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Meme County.
All right. Did you call before? Earlier?
I called, but you did not pick the call.
Oh, okay. Okay, go on. Briefly, very briefly.
Okay. I wish just to tell the second caller before the last, I wish just to make Mr. Masanga understand, and you, congratulations and Happy New Year to you people. I wish just for you to understand this issue, that the callers also should understand this issue, that nobody in Ambazonian defense line as the leaders except Capo Daniel is corrupt by La Republique. Nobody except Capo Daniel. It's just the problem of infighting who will go as a president that is disturbing everybody. So Ayaba is to be judged by Ambazonians when they have the Ambazonian already. It's not to be judged by an enemy. So Ayaba should be fought to be out first. When we have our Ambazonian, that's where we will ask accountability to every leader of what he did outside there when the fighting was going on. That was not good. Nobody should call and say Ayaba should not be released. All of us are blood brothers. It's only the fighting that we are doing that people do it in another ways that they are not correct. But it doesn't mean that they do that in that way, we should abandon them. So nobody has that right to prevent Ayaba as to be an Ambazonian.
All right. Thank you for the call. Thank you. Thank you for the call. Dr. Masanga, you can see how not just the leaders are divided, but even the people.
my friend, and Chris, I was in the struggle that removed Idi Amin. We were more divided because when it came to the real point of toppling Idi Amin, we did not know who should be in Kampala first. But we stood firm and gave away all these ambitions. Obote gave ambition and sat back in Dar es Salaam. Museveni and others and us, we moved on. We arrived in the capital city, took over the city, stabilized. Uganda is there today. But this infighting is always around leadership and money. That's why Matanga does not emphasize money in anything. I go on my way to file these applications. Once I have them enough for paying for filing and so on, that is what I do. I don't ask for fees from liberators. How do you ask for fees from people who don't have? You see, if you feel like giving me something for my good work, do it. But I'll do it for the children, the women who are suffering in the forest, in the tropics, who are being beaten, rolled in mud and glass, full of glasses, broken glasses. People who are tied hands back until their chest burst. People who are shot on point blank by the army of the Republic of Cameroon. I am doing that. Therefore, God will help me on this journey, and ask God to help me. As I always pray before I do these things, before I write these messages, these applications, I pray. I prayed that Sarkozy should be found guilty. Yes, the Court of Appeal within a short time, as I was filing one in ICC, they refused Mr. Sarkozy's appeal. Now Sarkozy has come to the European Court. I'm going there also. I'm going to oppose and say I've caught the thief who stole Gaddafi and killed Gaddafi. You know, these are the things that Africans should do, not the things that we should fight. We people who are outside in the diaspora must not fight each other. We must unite. And that's why I've told you, tell Mr. Saku, give me his phone number. I lost his phone number. I'm going to call him to say, comrade, add there more, bring more evidence. Me, I know the chief prosecutor. You don't know him. I know him personally. You see, we are the people who worked on Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto cases. That's why they are alive today. No, you can't compare your experience with my experience. No.
All right, Doug, listen, I'm very thankful that you found time to join me on the show today. We've come to the end of it for the day. I look forward to talking with you one of these days.
Yes, thank you. I am always happy. And don't forget to call Bishop Ayuk.
I will call him Ayuk Taku. Yeah, I will call him. He lives here with me in the same town. All right.
Yes, call him. Talk, have a cup of tea with him.
Yes,
call
I will call him when we have a beer summit.
Or a beer summit, or call ambassador. Those are decent people. Call Saku. Call everybody. Don't have an enmity. Call them and tell Mr. Before you go, I want to ask Mr. Saku, please invite me on ABC. I want to go on your TV because you need to pay me back for having used my TV. I want to go on your TV. And
all right. Thanks. You have a great night there. I know it's quite late over there. Good night, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the end of it for the night. But before I go, I just like to remind you once more that if you really do enjoy programs like this and you enjoy having ABS, I have no doubt there is no other channel in Ambazonia like ABS. Please, for us to continue doing what we are doing today and the rest of the days and months to come, we need your support, and I really mean this. Without it, there is no way we can stay on air. Go to GoFundMe.com. GoFundMe.com and search ABS Africa TV. Please make a donation of your choice. We will much appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning in. This will be the end of the show as it is, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you all. Good night.